called The Mending Process. So it's kind of a poem about destroyed friendship, and I'm just gonna go with it. Sometimes I can't help but wonder where we went wrong. In the beginning, we were awkward. Like a pair of sandals in a snowstorm, both of us not belonging anywhere in particular and still trying to figure out if we ever would belong anywhere. But within a copious blizzard of reality, the two lonely sandals found each other, a left and a right, a yin and a yang, matching twins coming together like two pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. This was a friendship like none other, and not even the greatest author in the world could have imagined it. We were inseparable, and yet we had never even met. You were my brawny, and I could lean on when I needed something strong, my leaning tower, a piece that would never give, and I was yours. We talked about the strange, the wonderful, and how poor Prince Harry will never be king. We shared our burdens, every single one of them, from the ridiculous to the grave, from noon to 3 in the morning, no matter how often those time zones in that border laughed in our faces, we would reach across it all somehow and join our hands and make each other stronger and better and happier. The moments I remember with you, the memories we made were happy. And every time we spoke, we bonded even more. If that was even possible at the rate we were going, people thought we were married, and maybe we should have been because we joked around about it enough. Looking back on this, I can't help but wonder where we went wrong. Did the border and the time zones, no matter how insignificant, manage to get the better of us and break down our infrangible bond into ruins that belonged in Greece? Did the voices on the outside finally taunt us enough, finally shatter our friendship? Like an opera star would shatter a wine glass, did the voices shatter you? Did they break your soul into the unrecognizable figure I'm forced to look at now? I've lost count of how long it's been since I shared a secret with you, and it's been even longer since the last time you've been happy for me. But I was never ready to let go, and I worked at gluing us back together like a broken $8 million vase, because I grew up believing that if it's broken, fix it. Don't throw it away. But clearly you didn't catch on to that. I'm feeling like our friendship is a cliff, and I'm hanging on, but just barely by my one hand, and the towering rock that was once tough as steel is now turning into dust, slowly disintegrating in between my fingers, but I don't want to fall. I realize though, the harder and harder I try to restore what we once had, my glue only keeps melting, and I now see why, because I am the only one trying to return to our status quo. Once upon a time, if I shared good news with you, you would have been proud and happy for me as if you were my own mother, but the person I talk to now only brushes me off and attempts to one-up me with her own achievements, expecting admiration without paying and reciprocation. Once upon a time, I could have vented to you about any of my problems and you would have been there to comfort me, but now as I look at the people you talk to and the things that occupy your priorities, I'm not sure if I can trust the new you enough to show you my weak side again. Once upon a time, we were indestructible together. We were stronger than Captain America's shield, and we made sure that everyone knew it. But as the days went on, you pushed yourself farther and farther away from me, like a ship finally leaving its dock, and the more I tried to make sure you knew you could be comfortable around me, the more I realized that you were fine. And I was the only one with a broken heart, bleeding all over the floor and making an embarrassing mess, so I finally see that we never went wrong. Only you did.